วัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. We'll see who will be first tonight. Be Anura and Ramya from New Zealand. Good day to you. New day already, right?
Good evening, Ajaan. Can you hear us?
Yes, yes.
Good evening,
Okay.
Ajahn.
Yeah, good evening.
To
Yeah,
you started a new day.
yeah, already. So
Wednesday for you now.
Wednesday, I woke
Wednesday.
up around 12 o'clock, yes.
Mm.
So I have no question, Ajaan, but commentary, I've been using Buddha from the morning, and sometimes mind goes away in between Buddha thought, Buddha when I chant. So I started doing the longer chant, like Itipiso. I think it's working better because then I can keep my mind in one point. Even I do walking or driving or going to work. So just a comment on that. Yeah.
Yes, it helped
Yeah.
bring your mind back in focus, not
Yeah.
to run around thinking about this and that.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You'll find it good when you meditate also.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I feel in the morning meditation is much getting better. It's good. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, you just have to keep doing it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your teaching, Ajahn. So repeatedly we ask previous month just to get more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to keep practicing and you'll see the result.
Yep.
And then you will have no doubt.
Yes.
But if you don't practice, you just listen, you can still be doubtful.
Yes. Yeah.
So the result will confirm the teaching of the Buddha.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to put in the effort.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Without effort, without
Yeah.
result.
Yeah. Yes.
So be patient, just keep on working at it, one
Yeah.
step at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What about
Okay.
you, Ramya? You have any comment?
I,
Do you have any
I also keep practicing, Ajahn, but my mindfulness is still to be improved. I also
She
keep
does a lot of chanting
practicing.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you compare yourself from the start to now, do you think you have
Of course,
developed
yeah.
quite
Yes, there's a
uh,
big difference. Have
under,
improved.
understand how to
Yeah.
take care of your mind better?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind is
Since
the
we,
most
yeah.
important thing.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It's,
Since we started met you 2020 and the last 5 years is I think that's when we reflected back, it's really 180-degree change.
mm,
So when we started joining Zoom and meeting you, that's big change for our lives. Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
I hope it's for the better.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
definitely.
so.
Because so what you teach us, we always reflect because we don't watch TV, we don't go and no entertainment, we don't need. So there's no need for that. So it's generally happy to us. So I think
You,
that's
you
we
can be
always
better off
reflect.
without them.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Yeah.
Be better off with meditation,
Yes.
or
Yeah.
reading Dhamma books, or listening
Yeah.
to Dhamma
Yeah.
talks.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Very,
Thank
ha-
you, family. Thank you. Yeah.
very happy to hear that you're
Yeah.
doing well.
Yeah. We are trying to influence our kids as well. So one day they will have the opportunity.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'll go to
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
outsourcing
Thank
now.
you.
Outsourcing.
Good evening, Tan Ajaan.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you, Ajaan?
Good.
I'm still practicing the 1 day, 6 hours challenge.
You used to do it
Then,
once a week.
yes, then most days I practice 5 hours a day.
And what kind of result you get from your practices?
It depends on my mindfulness. If my mindfulness is very strong on that day, then I go into samadhi very fast.
Mm.
It all depends. If sometimes I talk a lot with people, then that day the mindfulness is not that strong. Then take a longer time to go into samadhi.
Mhm. You haven't come to the point where you just want to be alone yet?
I think not yet.
Not yet.
But I always stay alone in the house. My husband stay in one room. I'll stay in a room. In that during that day, I'll do the meditation alone. I
Okay,
seldom talk so much. I stay in the room alone to do the practice.
good. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Keep up with your practice.
Okay. Thank you very much for your teaching, Tajan.
Aparajita from Dubai.
Good evening, Prajan.
Good evening.
No questions. I'm just here listening.
Okay. Looks like you still have an empty room.
Yes, I do.
Hmm.
It's good.
Nothing to look after.
Nothing to look after. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Keep up.
Thank you.
Next, Gary from Singapore.
Good evening, Ajahn. I have no questions. I'm just here to listen. Thank you.
Okay. Alvin from Malaysia.
Nasrat Ajahn, no question as well, just listening in. And thanks. Thank you.
Next, Gig from Penang.
John, good evening. Thank you for your teaching. No question today.
Okay. Intan from Indonesia.
Good evening, Prachan. Prachan, last week almost 10 p.m. and still have a few people. So can I continue my question, Prachan?
Sure, go ahead.
Prachan, when we practice about the feeling, we need to practice until, like example, about angry, practice until when have something we don't have a feeling I mean when we practice until we know that everything our feeling is like upeka for bad feeling and also for good feeling.
Well, actually, you only have to worry about the
Is this
feeling. You only have to worry about the feeling that disturb you. If they don't disturb you, then there is no problem. And the only feeling that will disturb you is painful feeling. Yeah, you have good feeling.
So if a good feeling is okay, Ajahn,
Well, if it doesn't bother you, then
I'm sorry, Ajahn.
you can remain detached from it, right? You're not bothered by good feeling or neutral feeling, but you're bothered by painful feeling. So you want to take care of the painful feeling so that you don't become bothered. You become disturbed by the painful feeling. And you need equanimity and use wisdom to teach you that you cannot get rid of painful feeling on your own. It just come and go by itself. And the only thing to not to make yourself not disturbed is to accept the painful feeling. If you can accept or if you can enjoy the painful feeling, then there's no problem, right?
Yes.
The problem is you don't enjoy the painful feeling. So you want to switch your attitude toward painful feeling and look at it realistically that you cannot control them. They can come and go anytime they like. And the only way to deal with them is just to embrace them or to accept them.
But I think, Ajahn, if about painful feeling, I now I can accept. But I think the problem is I still learn is my react when I think about something, especially I don't like, I can react. Maybe my patient is not enough, so I can react. I can angry. But when I
Okay.
every day practice meditation, when my mind is calm, I will not react. But when I stop meditation, not meditation for every day, I think I can react. Even I'm not sure to the people that I'm angry, but I know in my feeling I still have angry.
That's because you don't have mindfulness to stop your reaction. So you have to practice mindfulness all the time, not just only when you meditate. Before meditation, after meditation, during meditation, during your waking hours, you have to have mindfulness as your protection. Without mindfulness, then the mind starts to become emotional, start to react. But with continuous mindfulness, you will be able to keep the mind non-reactive, just merely knowing. So it means you need to work more on your mindfulness, not just during meditation only. You have to be mindful all day long, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep, as if you're meditating all day long. Then if you have that strong and continuous, then when you have strong and continuous mindfulness, you can keep the mind calm and still and not reacting. So you have to work harder on your mindfulness, not just during meditation, before, after, all day long, or your waking hours. Then you will be able to control your reaction.
So, Ajahn, it means if I hear something that I don't like, or I meet someone that I don't like the attitude, so more better at that time, I just focus to mindfulness.
Yes, you can recite Bhutto, Bhutto to stop your reaction. But you should be have mindfulness even before you see or hear anything, so that when you see or hear anything, you will not react. See? But if you react, it means you don't have enough mindfulness to keep your mind still. So you have to generate more mindfulness by reciting Bhutto, Bhutto, or something. Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, you can use that also. Yeah. Whichever method works for you, you can use that method to keep your mind still, not reacting. Because when you react, you're hurting yourself. Whether you react with hate, anger, or love, you will hurt yourself. If you don't react, then you will not hurt yourself.
Ajahn, so how to practice about the third, the mind?
Don't worry about the mind now. You have too much. Just worry about your feeling first. Yeah?
Okay. Understand, Ajahn.
First, look after your body, deal with your body, accept your body for what it is or what it will become. Yeah. And then accept your feeling, which keep changing all the time. And try not to react to them, just merely knowing them. Everything that you come across, whether it's about your body or about your feeling, you just don't react. Same way with the mind, since you asked, the mind is also when you're feeling blue, feeling sad, this is the mental. Just accept it for what it is, just like you accept painful feeling. Normally, when we get the blue, we get the sadness, we try to remedy it. We try to get rid of it by maybe watching a movie or eating something. But you don't do that. You just remain calm and still not reacting, and let it come and go. Tell yourself, I will endure this feeling. I will endure this state of mind. Eventually, it will disappear. It will go away. I will not react to try to remedy or try to make it better. Just use equanimity, just be calm and accept that this is the way things are, the three things that we have to deal with: body, feeling, and mind, mental state. They keep changing from good to bad to neutral. There's only three types of body, feeling, and mental state: good, bad, neutral. But we only want the good and the neutral. We don't want the bad one. So that's where the problem is. So we must accept the bad one as well as the good one and the neutral one.
So, Ajahn, I need to practice until I know my feeling in the state upekkha for every moment.
You don't react to anything. You just merely knowing.
Okay.
Somebody says nice thing to you, you don't react with happiness. When somebody blame you for something you didn't do, you didn't get it, you don't react with anger. Just don't react to anything that come across your consciousness, your awareness. Just be merely knowing, know them that they are anicca, they are temporary, they come and go. Anatta, you cannot control them. If you try to control them, you get dukkha. If you don't want to get dukkha, then don't control anything. Leave everything as they are. Let them come and let them go as they like. If you cannot, it means you don't have enough mindfulness or wisdom. You don't see the three characteristics in them. You don't have equanimity just to remain calm and not react. So you need these two things, mindfulness and wisdom.
Yes, understand, Ajahn.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, Ajahn. I practice this.
Yeah. if you can practice it, you go become enlightened. Because that's all we have to do is to know these three things: know the body, know the feeling, and know the mind, and leave them alone. That's all.
Yeah.
But we don't want to leave them alone. We want to deal with them. We want to manage them. We want to manage the body. We want to manage the feeling. We want to manage the mental state, the emotional state of mind. So the more we try, the more problem we run into. Because we cannot deal with them in any way except just merely knowing them and let them be. Let them be bad, let them be good, let them be neutral. You just know that this is their nature. They change from good to bad, from bad to neutral, and back from neutral to good again, all day long. This is how these three things keep evolving, keep changing all the time. And they are not under your 100% control. You might be able to control them from time to time, but not all the time. But we like to react, and usually we react with cravings. And the remedy we use to react becomes a problem in itself because they can become addictive. Right? When you feel bad, you watch a movie or you eat something, then you become addicted to watching movies and eating. So anytime you feel bad, you turn to watching something or eating something. And if you don't careful, you can become overweight and you have physical problem, health problem. Or worse, sometimes people take drugs to deal with the problem, deal with their mental state. When they're not happy, they're feeling sad or feeling blue or lonely or not feeling well, they turn to drugs or something to make them feel good. But this is a temporary measure, and then when they're not there, when they disappear, you want more of them. So eventually you become addicted to them. And when you don't have them, then you become worse than before. So don't rely on anything to kill your problem, to kill your mental, your discontent, your sadness, you're feeling lonely. Just deal with using meditation, mindfulness, and wisdom. You can calm your mind, and then all the bad feelings will disappear temporarily.
But no, Ajahn, I think I more enjoy when I'm alone.
Well, as long as you're not sad or whatever. If you're happy, then there's no problem. The problem is we have to fix the sadness or the unhappiness when they come up. How do we deal with them in the right way?
Yeah.
And the right way is to accept that happiness come and go, just like sadness, they all come and go. And they're not under our control either.
I think the problem is I still learn, especially when I meet the person that I don't like the attitude. This is challenging for me because my mind can react, my feeling can react. Even I'm not sure that I don't like the person, but I know my feeling is I'm not happy.
That means you're reacting. You're not just merely
Yeah.
knowing that person. So you have
Yeah.
to use
So
mindfulness to stop your reaction.
yes.
Or look at that person as the anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Yes, Prajan. I
Okay,
practice step by step, Prajan.
all right.
Okay, thank you, Prajan.
You're welcome. Okay, next step from Oregon. What's your problem? Or is there any problem?
Patient endurance, that's all. I'm just patiently enduring.
Can you endure anything that happens to you? or
Now I
to
keep
to somebody or something that you still love?
going through the dog thing. So yes, I feel like this has really given me the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've the wanting the dog to be better and knowing that I can't is helping me see wanting and craving, and it's been a really good experience for me. So
Yeah.
I'm using it as a lesson.
The body of the dog or the body of human are the same. They are changing.
We
They're
can't
going from good
help it.
to bad eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it except accepting it.
Yes.
Once you accept it, then okay, no problem. Let
Yeah.
it be.
Yeah.
We are all subjected to aging, sickness, and death. This is the formula the Buddha wants us to recite all the time. Once being born, we are subjected to aging, sickness, and death, and separation from the ones we love.
That's why we don't want birth. It's so
It's so bad.
Yes, yes. It's just
But we
yes.
tend to try to not see the bad side of birth, so we only want to see the good side.
Yes, yes.
We celebrate birthday, we celebrate anniversary, wedding anniversary, or whatever.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
celebrate Christmas,
Christmas is
but they all only come once a year, and the rest of the day, the rest of the year, we suffer with all sort of problems.
Is Christmas a big deal in Thailand?
No, except for the commercial side
That
of
just the
Christmas.
commercialism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people like to go shopping anyway, so
Yeah.
whether it's Christmas or Chinese New Year, it's just another reason for spending money
A
to
good
buy
reason to.
things.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. 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 I do think that the practice helps you to see through that. Yeah, like I don't wear any makeup or anything, and I just there's no point. There's no point. Like once you see the practice enough, you realize there's
Yeah, it's not the essential thing. Essential
Yes,
thing
yeah.
is how to make your mind calm and still.
Yes. Yeah.
So focus on that. Keep the mind still, not reacting, and be content with whatever you have.
Patient endurance. That's
Yeah, mindfulness and meditation.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
the key is to meditate as much as possible and to maintain mindfulness as much as possible, not just during meditation only, but before and after also.
That's my
Throughout,
practice.
yeah,
Thanks to you.
throughout your waking hours. The only time you don't practice mindfulness is when you go to sleep.
There are times when I'm sleeping when I go to do something and it's like, no, this is not. So I do feel like that's pretty good. Don't want to go watch the movie like in my own dreams. So that's a good sign.
That's a good sign, yes.
Yeah,
Your mindfulness is start to work now.
In my sleep, yes. So
Yeah.
I'm working really hard on my mindfulness. That is my practice. Yes.
Yeah. It means it gets into your system and becomes automatic even when you go to sleep.
It's a good sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No, thank you so much, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Lynn from Indonesia.
Good evening, Tanajan. It's always great to see you again.
Yes, good to see you too.
Thank you. Tanajan mentioned a lot about not reacting. So how would it be different from indifferent?
I don't know. You just have to define the word. To me, not reacting is mean more emotional reaction. But you still have to do things when the time comes for you to do it, but not to do it with emotion. Like when it's time for you to eat, you eat, but you don't eat with emotion. You don't eat with craving. You don't eat with aversion. Sometimes you don't feel like eating. Sometimes you feel like wanting to eat. You don't have this emotion when you do things. You just do it because it's a necessity. it's time to put food in your body, for instance. You just put food in the body just to keep it going, but not hoping to enjoy it or anything like that.
Mm.
So you still react, but react with sensibility, reason, rationality, not emotional.
Mm. 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 So it is something different from having no feelings. Is that true?
No, we have feelings. We just don't react to feelings.
Okay.
We have good feeling. We don't want we don't want it to keep being good feeling all the time, because we know this is temporarily. Same way when you have bad feeling, you don't want to let it go away. You don't want to chase it away, because you know you cannot do it. It will go away eventually, but you cannot chase them away. So
Mm.
you don't react to them. You just let them come and go as they like.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
But on another level, if you still have to do things, then you have to do things. You have to react to things that you have to do. But to a point where you don't become obsessed or become emotionally involved. That's all.
Mm.
You still have to work. You still have to do things. You have
Mm.
to react to things, but you react with sensibility, not emotion, not
Mm.
love, hate, fear, or delusion.
Mm. Mm.
React with wisdom,
Mm.
with three characteristics in the back of your mind.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
Okay.
I still have got another question. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, we have plenty of time tonight.
Okay. So, what to do if my meditation practice is going nowhere?
Going nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, you have to kickstart it with some challenges, like I said, like fasting, for instance.
Mm.
Don't eat for 3 days, so
Mm.
that you are forced to meditate in order to deal with your hunger, your mental hunger.
Mm.
For some people, they might have to go isolate themselves in the forest, being in places where are quite scary, for instance.
Mm.
So you have to get out of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone is the one that blocks your advance.
Mm.
You still cling to your comfort zone. See?
Mm.
You still react to your comfort, your good feeling. You don't want to lose your feeling, your good feeling. But once you're forced to be out of your comfort zone, then you have to adjust. You have to adjust your mind to a different level of discomfort that you didn't have before. And by adjusting, it means you need more mindfulness, more calm, to be able to deal with the more discomfort that you have.
Mm.
But if you have the same level of comfort, then there's no need to do anything, right? Just maintain your practice. But you cannot move ahead.
Yes.
You can only move ahead when you have more discomfort.
Mm.
No pain, no gain. That's what we used to say, right?
Mm.
And all the challenges are like that. They are like pain to the mind.
Mm.
But it will force the mind to work harder to deal with the discomfort. So you have to think of some kind of challenges. You might have to go and stay in a resort, meditation retreat for a few days, maybe.
Mm.
Well, choose the type of retreat that is good for you. Some people like to be in a solitary retreat. Some people like to still join group retreat. It depends on each level of practice of each person, which is different.
Mm. Mm.
And try to create some sort of discomfort, like not eating for a few days, or maybe just one day to start with, just not skip meal for one day, the entire day.
Mm, mm,
And then maybe next time you might increase to 2 days or 3 days if you find it beneficial.
mm,
Or go live more in discomfort, turn off the air conditioner for instance, and use the fan instead.
mm, mm,
This is our comfort, which the mind becomes addicted to or attached to,
mm,
and can be essential pleasure in a sense, which is a hindrance to your meditation practice.
mm. I like to read. So is that a kind of kilesa?
It depends on what you read. If you read Dhamma, then it's not kilesa, but you read novels, you read news, you read something to entertain your mind with, then this still considered to be defilement.
Mm, okay. What about like research articles, some things like that? Is that a kind of kilesa also?
Yes, everything that's not Dhamma. Everything
Okay.
that's not Dhamma.
Mm. Mm,
You only read Dhamma, read the
mm.
teaching of the Buddha.
The
And
suttas.
the suttas, or the commentary, or whatever,
Mm,
that will make you understand better how to practice properly.
mm,
Reading Dhamma teaching is for the purpose of learning the right way of practice.
mm,
Once you know the right way, then you still have to practice it. You have to apply the knowledge to your practice. Like tonight, we're talking about Dhamma, and mostly I usually talk about mindfulness.
mm,
Keeps talking about mindfulness all the time, but
mm,
sometimes it keeps slipping from your mind. I have to mindfulness all day long, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep.
mm,
And next week I'll have to be saying the same thing again
mm.
because you're not doing it.
Thank you for the patience, Tadajan.
No, it's okay. You know, it's not patient. It's just to me, it's no patient to do this. Do it because I have to do it in a way. Pay
A
my
lot of
rent,
compassion.
pay my rent, pay my electricity bill, pay for my food. This is my job.
A noble one.
Which is okay. It's better than for me to go work in a company for 8 hours a day. Here I'm only doing for 2 hours, once a week with you. It's not that bad. I'm not complaining when I just say that what I teach you, you tend to forget it very quickly because right after this you go read about something else. You go watch something else. You watch the news. And all the discussion that we have here might all be gone. See, the right way is whatever you have learned from learning the Dhamma, whether you read or listen to Dhamma talks or discussion, you should try to keep repeating, keep contemplating on what you heard or you learned so that you don't forget. But if you once you finish this and then you turn on YouTube or you turn on the news, then the new information will cover what information we have covered now. See, it'll be gone in a few. Then you'll forget what we talked about. So try not to read or study anything except the Dhamma teaching. And especially the teaching that you have just recently learned, try to absorb it, try to keep it inside your mind until you don't forget. Our problem is forgetfulness, I think. We forget what we learned because we go back to the same old ways that we used to do things. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so very much for your compassion tonight.
Yeah,
Thank you,
you're
Tanajan.
welcome. Next, Fokseng from Singapore.
Good evening, Prajan.
Yes. What
Yeah,
can I do for you?
thank you, Prajan. Prajan, I recall that a few weeks ago you mentioned something like um, when one is hungry and no food to eat, one may break the precept by stealing. So my question is, how do we prevent such a scenario from happening?
Well, you can keep the precept. If you are steadfast with your precept, then you will not break the precept. If you're not steadfast, then you just have to accept the consequence of breaking the precept.
And what's the consequence?
Well, if you steal, you get caught and you might go to jail, for instance. You lose your credibility. People will look at you and say, this is a cheater. So you use your credibility. So in order to keep the precept, the Buddha said you have to be afraid of the consequence of your breaking the precept, and also be ashamed, be shameful of breaking the precept. Moral shame, we call it moral shame. Hiri ottappa.
Yes.
Hiri is shame, ottappa is fear of the consequence. If you can have these two qualities, then it will be harder for you to break the precept.
Project, another question is the general public who goes to the monastery, there are some people who go and pray in front of the Buddha statue for favors, and they will do all kind of very funny actions. Like for example, I seen somebody, they hold up the Buddha statue, the small one, and hold it high up above them, and then 3 times and so on. So all these actions that done by some people when they pray to Buddha, is this considered as rights and riches when they are asking for favors?
It's the lack of understanding of the Buddha's teaching. So they just interpret it any way they like. You can call it rites or ritual or whatever, but it's not what the Buddha teaches.
Okay. Now my question is, when I saw such I mean actions by members of the public, there is this I mean, okay, negative feelings in me that it's a wrong practice, it's a superstitious practice and so on. So um so my question, so how do I not to have this kind of aversion for such activities or actions by members of public who go to the monastery and pray, uh, doing all these kind of rites and rituals?
Well, we are people which have different level of wisdom, different level of understanding. So you have to understand the level that this is what they know and this is what they do. You just have to understand that we are not the same. We don't have the same education, maybe learning from the Dhamma. Some people don't study at all, maybe got wrong information from some other people because they themselves cannot go directly to the Buddha's teaching themselves. So the people are different, different knowledge, so their actions are different. So you just have to accept that this is the way things are in this world. We have different belief. That's why we have different religion. Even in the same religion, we have different practices because our understanding of the teaching is different. You have the knowledge that what you want come from your karma. If you want something, you work at it, right? You don't go back for it from the Buddha because you have studied the teaching of the Buddha, and the Buddha never said to beg him for anything.
Yes.
But other people don't know this. People think, oh, the Buddha is like like a god or somebody you can pray for things, you know. So you just have to accept, you know, see what, like I said, accept, don't react. Just accept whatever you see that this is the way things are. As long as you don't follow them. If you know that this is bad, not the right thing, then you just don't do it, that's all. Do the right thing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. May I, my next question is the Buddha metaphor about the middle path using the musical string instrument, the flute. So does this middle path applies to practice of dana and sila as well?
It applies to every practices in every the teaching. You have to know the right amount. How much can you do? If you try to do something more than you can do, you stress yourself out. If you don't do, if you do less than what you can do, then you're not advancing as fast as you should be. So you have to find the right amount, the right measure for you. How many days can you fast, for instance? How long can you sit, for instance? If you try to sit more than you can sit, then you might feel discouraged because you cannot do it. If you sit shorter than you can sit, then you're wasting your time. You're not doing enough when you can do more. So you have to kind of calibrate your practices according to your ability.
Okay. What about in the case of dana, how do we know whether we are giving, say, not giving enough of our money?
Well, you have to know how much can you give.
Yeah, sometimes I, yes, that's why I do not know exactly whether what I'm giving now, uh, is it good enough? Is it, um, so Rajan, is there any guideline on this?
Well, basically, you have to divide your wealth, your asset into maybe two or three parts. First, you have to have it for your daily uses,
Okay.
like for the four living requisite. You must have this to maintain your life, your body. Then the second part is you want to save some for the future, in case you get sick or you cannot go to work, or in case your income doesn't, you lose you, you lose your income, then you have something to rely on. And then the remaining, then this is the one that you can spend on anything you like. You can spend on entertainment, you can spend on luxury things, or you can spend on dana. It's up to you.
Understand.
It depends on what you want from the types of money that you spend. You spend on luxury items, spend on entertainment. You have a short period of pleasure from doing it. But if you give to charity, you have a longer period of peace and contentment in your mind. So you get different result even by spending your money on different things.
Yes, I'm referring to whether what I'm giving for dana, is it sufficient or uh, or can I give more?
Well, you have to ask yourself this, can you get more from, instead of buying a new shirt or buying a new pair of shoes, you will give this money away instead.
Yeah, I don't buy any new shoes for few years. Yeah. And shirt, I am not going to buy any new shirts unless it's really necessary.
Okay, then give it to Dana then. Give it to charity. Okay, understand now?
Yes, okay. I will contemplate over what Prajan advised.
Mm.
Okay.
There's a choice between spending for yourself on yourself or spending on for other people. When you spend on yourself, this is more defilement for your kilesa. Like for entertainment, buying new stuff, new shoes, things that you don't need.
Yeah, I've been wearing the existing shoes for at least 3 years, and I tell myself I will not. Yeah, I just have one slippers, one sandals, and one shoes for formal occasions. So just 3 pair of shoes. Yeah, so I will only buy new one when any of these shoes wear out.
Okay. Then what you
So
do with the money? You give it away, or you still keep it?
okay, every month I give dana to what Yan via overseas transmission, and also to supporting one of my university friend who's a Buddhist, become a Buddhist nun in the Mahayana tradition. Because she is staying in her own house, she's not staying in a temple, so she does not have the support of a monastery, and she has to pay the rental, the food, everything all from her own savings. Yeah, so I'm giving dana in the form of cash, so to support her livelihood as so that she can continue her work as a Buddhist nun, and also give to the local charities as well. Yeah. So I'm just thinking whether what I'm giving is it good enough or can I give some more? Yeah. So
You
that's what.
see, the goal of giving is not to be attached to money. Only have
Yes.
enough money for survival, for
Yes.
keeping you alive. If you have more than that, then you shouldn't keep it. You just give it away to show you that you're not attached to money or are not relying on money to 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 get rid of your suffering because money cannot do it permanently. You might be able to get rid of it temporarily. So the goal is not to rely on money as the means of getting rid of your suffering. So don't rely on money except for the essential, like keeping the body alive. But don't use it for sensual pleasure in order to get rid of your sadness when you feel sad. When you feel sad, oh, I'll go to a movie or I'll buy a pen, new shoes or something. Don't spend money like that because it's not a long-term solution. It's just a temporary solution.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Prajan.
you're welcome. Next, Marsha. Hi, Marsha. Ohio.
Yeah, good morning. Good evening to you all. Oh gosh. I had a stretch where, I was merely knowing and I was so free and happy. Now I'm kind of shifting down to like a more normal existence. And then I just
more reaction. Instead of
yes,
less
I think
knowing, more reacting.
yeah, because what I was thinking, I found myself judging people more. And as soon as I start to evaluate, I live with my daughter, and as soon as I start to think, you shouldn't be doing this, you should raise your children like this, and I'm like, all the while
Yeah.
I can see the intense suffering. It's like a fire in my mind.
Mhm.
And I can see it, and but I let it burn. I let it flare up to a point where it's hard to put it out. And like even in, sitting down for meditation, this was one thing I wanted to bring up. In the seated meditation is when you can sit down and straighten everything out. It's like in the lay life, we have a lot of these interactions, and then I try to clear everything out when I sit to meditate. And even sometimes when sitting, it's like I never, I allow this minimal level of thinking that just works against the meditation. And instead of focusing on the meditation object fully, I'm always letting a little bit of thought, like evaluating what I'm doing, thinking about, how the breath is developing, or sometimes even forgetting, like sitting down to meditate and I don't know what I'm doing, but I've forgotten to take up the meditation object. And, despite all of these pitfalls, I mean, my practice has really developed over the years, but there's just all these little things that, it's like my resolve isn't strong enough, or I'm not remembering everything I need to do all the time. And I guess by and large, I'm aware of all these things. And so I'm working on it all the time, thinking about it throughout the day and, seeing all of my reactions and pulling back. But it's just, sometimes I just literally forget everything I need to be doing. And I allow that like stream of commentary to run in the back of the mind. And I know I just have to put in the effort and set the better intentions, and maybe you can just comment
Yeah.
on it.
You need to set up a resolution.
Yeah.
I shall not think when I meditate.
Mhm.
I should be merely being mindful of what I'm watching.
Yes. Sometimes I do think that. I remember what you say. The goal is to stop all thinking. And I'm like, I'm thinking. Why am I thinking so much in my meditation?
I know. It's your habit. See. We just like
It's
to
the
think. We
habit.
just like to think. That's all. And it's hard to stop thinking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it really is.
So keep reminding
And just,
yourself that you have a purpose. Your purpose or your goal is to stop thinking by
yeah.
concentrating on your meditation object only.
Mhm. Mhm.
Don't analyze,
Yeah,
don't analyze, don't contemplate. Just be merely watching or being aware of your meditation object.
mhm. Mhm. Yeah, and if I could do that and have that amount of necessary resolve, that's the time when you like start to shift into the jhana,
That's right.
because there's no separation. But it's like I can only like count the number of times over the years, like on one hand, where I feel like I've really been with the meditation object. And despite that, I think I've had a pretty good cultivation of wisdom in my daily life, which has like saved me, and helped me move along. But yeah, that's just I'm working on it. I'm
Yeah.
working on it. I'm seeing that I'm, where I'm falling short.
Yes, you're still short on mindfulness and short on wisdom. Not as intense as it should be yet. Not 100% yet.
Yeah, yeah. And then I guess, go ahead, please.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say that sometimes when I'm sitting down and I'm struggling a little bit, or even during the day, I find myself like judging or thinking too much. And then I'll remember, like I'll think back, oh, like just a couple of weeks ago, I was like merely knowing. And I had so much knowing, so much happiness. And even the moment I stop and recollect that, there's like a shift happens immediately in the mind. And like I'm halfway back to the peace. I mean, it's interesting.
It means you get your mindfulness back, see?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this is how it works with the mind. Mindfulness sometimes comes and sometimes it goes away. And you can see the difference.
Yeah.
When it's here, you merely know. When it's gone, you keep thinking about this, about that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just a matter how soon can you discover that you have forgotten, that you have no more mindfulness.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, years ago, I was listening to a video talk from this Biko Tanisaro,
Yes.
and he was talking about ignorance and mindfulness being like right next to each other. And I couldn't figure it out at the time that I heard the talk. But now I've come to a point in practice where I can see it's like just a flip. Either you're thinking or you're not thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Either you have the knowing or there's no knowing. And it's, I have a clarity to see the shifting back and forth. And then I guess I struggle a little bit in trying to figure that out because we talk a lot about feelings coming and going like the weather. And so sometimes I feel like I just have to watch, being awake and not being awake, and see that even that is a little bit out of my control, that I can't change it all the time, but I can know it. Does that make any sense? That I can't control all of it, being awake or not awake.
Just to know that you cannot control everything. So when you come across things that you cannot control, then you just have to leave it alone, and let it be. But if you can still control things, then you go ahead and do it if you wanted to. But the goal is to have no suffering, no stress, no anxiety, no sadness.
Mm-hmm.
Our sadness comes from attachment or cravings.
Mm-hmm.
So when we let go of our attachment, then there will be no sadness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just be merely knowing. When you're merely knowing, it means you're not having any attachment or cravings toward anything or anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then you feel empty. You feel safe. You feel content. You feel happy.
So that was the one other thing I was thinking about is should we be happy all the time if our practice is going well? is
But
if we're merely knowing, we actually are like happy and content all the time then, to the degree we're knowing we will have happiness, but it's a different type of happiness than just like excitement coming or going, or
happiness from contentment, not having any desire for anything, to have anything, to be anything, to do anything. Just be happy being still.
Yes, because that type of happiness, it doesn't have a cause. It's like just there. I mean, the cause obviously would be like wisdom or mindfulness, but it seems to be independent
It comes
versus
from the support of mindfulness and wisdom. See, mindfulness and wisdom is a tool to teach the mind to let go and to be still and not to react. Once the wisdom and mindfulness can make the mind become still and not react, then mindfulness and wisdom is no longer necessary. Once you're in a still mode, you don't need anything to make it still anymore. It's only when you're not still that's when you need mindfulness and wisdom to make it still.
Okay.
Once you can keep the mind still all the time, then there's no more need to practice wisdom, no more practice mindfulness. Because you're cured. When you're still, your mind is cured. It becomes perfect. It doesn't need anything, doesn't have to do anything or be anything anymore.
Right. Because I had mentioned the last time we spoke that when I was going through that merely knowing time, I wasn't doing anything. It was like the striving was
gone.
It was gone at that point. And now I've fallen back into, striving a little bit, and I'm looking at the contrast.
Yeah, because you move out from that point of stillness to to active mode. See, so you have to bring it back to inactive mode again.
Okay.
And you need wisdom and mindfulness to bring it back to the inactive mode. But when you lose wisdom or mindfulness, then delusion will push you into active mode again, to react again.
Yep. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the mind's like a ping pong ball, being pushed and pulled by two forces: the defilement, delusion, and mindfulness.
Yeah.
If mindfulness and wisdom is stronger, then it becomes still. If mindfulness and wisdom become weaker than delusion, then the mind become active. Get it?
Okay.
That's why we keep practicing mindfulness and wisdom to keep the mind still. Because that's the best position for the mind to be in. When the mind becomes still, it's fully content. The Buddha called it supreme happiness.
Yes.
Or super contentment.
Yeah.
So keep on. If your mind is still reacting, you're still active, then you still need mindfulness and wisdom to bring it back to the knowing, just to merely know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep working on it.
All right.
I'm like I'm working right there. I'm staying with the knowing, but I still don't see how I fall away from it, and then it's that struggle to get back.
Because you allow your mind to react. See?
Yeah.
You must not
Yeah.
allow it to react. Just,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Next, Nining from Indonesia.
Ajahn, I'm happy because I can get through many troubles without suffering, Ajahn.
Okay.
Like Ajahn
Good.
said to Marcia before that, now my ability to come out of dukkha with wisdom improve.
Nothing bothers you
Yeah,
anymore.
my mind become peace and happy.
Mhm.
Is it does it mean that I see the Four Noble Truth within myself, Ajahn?
Well, you have to ask yourself that. You
Yeah.
don't want.
That's why, because there was thunderstorm in my city, heavy rain, and then the roof of the house collapsed.
Mhm.
And then I said to my mom, "Don't worry, mom. I will take good care of them." I said like that. But at that time, I don't have any dukkha.
Okay. Because you don't have any craving or
Yeah,
desire.
just so I feel I'm happy at the time, Ajahn.
Because you're not reacting to what happens.
Yeah,
You're just merely knowing.
yeah, that's why.
And
Yesterday,
that's what you should do with everything.
yeah, like Ajahn said to Marcia that if already still, so like our mind already cured,
Mm-hmm.
it
And
means that
you don't need to take the medicine anymore once your mind is cured.
yeah,
Wisdom and mindfulness is the medicine to cure the mind with.
yeah. And when I can come out of dukkha without any dukkha, without suffering, my mind become peaceful and happy, Ajahn.
Mm-hmm. That's the purpose of practicing, to keep the mind happy.
Yeah, that's like when in the samadhi also, that release feeling, it's like
Yes, but samadhi is temporarily. With wisdom, you can have it permanent.
yes. In Dhamma talk in Throne of Kuti, Ajahn said that Buddha used that four type of lotuses as metaphor for four type of people. Yeah. And the first one, that the lotus above the water that fully bloom.
Yes.
Even the people, genius people in the worldly achievement, I think it's not the first category in this category. Is it correct, Ajahn?
That's right. The first category, I mean, those people with sila and samadhi.
That's why spiritual achievement is
That's
better
right.
and higher than worldly achievement.
Yes. Early achievement cannot make you become enlightened.
That's why my mom also asked me, so what is the best achievement? Ajahn said that the best achievement in this world is become a Buddha. Yeah, because even the rich people still suffer.
Still suffer.
Yeah.
Still worry, still
Anxiety.
fearful, still stressful.
And my mom understand, oh yeah, that's correct. And that's beautiful, Ajahn.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I have no question. I'm still working on my 10-year project.
Don't forget to fix the roof though.
Yeah, I fix without any suffering.
Yes.
Yeah, I come out of dukkha already, Ajahn.
If you can fix it, fix it. If you cannot fix it, then just live with it.
Yeah, kesera-sera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm very happy. Thank you, Ajahn.
All right. Good. You're welcome. Next, Philip.
Good evening, Ajahn. I'm here just to pay my respects. No questions tonight.
Okay. Go to Sri and check.
Greetings, Ajahn.
Greeting, Tanya.
Good morning to you.
Good evening to
Yeah,
you,
good evening
Ajahn.
to you.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, my question is, Tanajan, can you um explain to me about like how to go around this like anicca, dukkha, anatta?
Look at your hair, for instance. It's Anija.
Okay.
You want one bald headed, will you?
Okay.
That's
So
Anija.
there's anicca. Okay. Then
Now,
dukkha, then
when you see the sunrise, the sunset, this is Anija also.
okay. Ah.
Anything that changes, Anicca. Anything that changes is Anicca.
Mm.
Temporarily, impermanent, or changing. This is the word Anicca means. You see a flower bloom, and then then a few days later it's gone. This is Anicca also.
Mm.
Everything is Anicca. Everything rises and ceases eventually, sooner or later. Even this earth that we live on, this world that we live on, is anicca. One day it's gonna, it's gonna change. It's gonna be like Mars or being like other planet that has no inhabitants anymore.
Mm.
Nothing lasts forever.
Mm.
Okay, your body in a few years' time it will be gone. It will return to the four elements. Okay, is this enough anicca for you?
Yes. Yeah. In a like Satipatthana, is that like the arising of body, like and the vanishing? So this is
Yes, in the Satipatthana, so look at the body from birth to death. That's what it is.
mm, okay, this is good.
Don't be attached to your body, because when you do attach, when it changes, it makes you feel bad. Like your hair, for instance, if you're attached to your hair, now you no longer have your hair.
Oh, I was thinking of putting a wig as a
So it means you're still attached to your hair.
Okay.
If you lose your wig, then what do you do? If you go outside and some strong wind come and blow your wig away.
Okay, so basically nothing can go against like anicca. Okay.
Yeah, just accept anicca, then you won't have any stress or worry or anxiety.
Mm,
The goal is to get rid of your suffering from attachment to permanent. Realize permanent thing, realize things to last forever, but nothing lasts forever.
mm,
So when you see things as being anicca, then you stop attachment, stop longing for them to be permanent.
mm,
Then you have no dukkha.
Yeah,
mm,
something we want permanent, something we don't want.
The bad thing, we don't want it to be permanent.
Yeah,
We
we
want
don't
it
want.
to, that bad feeling when it comes, you wish it to go away right away. But you cannot force it to go away. So
Yeah,
that's another form of suffering, trying to force something that you cannot force it to go away.
yeah.
mm,
The one we don't want, we use anatta. I don't we use like, oh, we cannot.
That's
There's
right.
nothing we can
The
do.
one
Yeah,
you like, you have to use anicca.
yeah,
Like your husband, you like your husband, you have to say, oh, he's anicca. One
yeah,
day it's gonna be gone. Yeah.
yeah.
mm.
But
But
the thing,
if you have a bad husband, you have to think of him as anatta. You cannot force him to go away. So it's matter how to use the right tool for
Oh,
different instance,
yeah,
each
yeah,
different situation.
yeah.
But they falls within the three characteristics. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, these three characteristics really covers everything. Eh? Like it's covered in the
Everything.
yeah.
This is the characteristic of all existence. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Good medicine. It's a
Mm.
good medicine.
And then
So see everything as anicca, dukkha, anatta, then you don't want to have anything to do with anything because they
Mm.
are all dukkha. They all end up making you suffer, making you sad.
Yeah.
Either they are anatta or either they are anicca.
Oh.
Mm.
Mm.
I see.
So it's better not to have anything. Nothing is
Mm.
the best thing to have. It's nothing. Because
Mm.
when it's nothing, there's no anicca, dukkha, anatta in nothing.
Mm.
In order to do this, you have to make your mind still, have contentment. See. Once you have contentment, your mind becomes still, then it doesn't want anything, want to have anything.
Mm.
And it can live without anything. It can live with nothing.
Mm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Mm.
I was just thinking about the dana that Kok Sing was talking about. Probably Dr. Pio can elaborate better. I think the Buddha talked about like dividing into 25%, 25%, so like with the money we earn. I think he was talking about using 25%, but
It's
I
up to
don't know the
you. It's
details.
up to you the percentage, how much you want to use for each purpose. Yeah.
Mhm. But
Okay,
in
well,
order to not,
let Dr. Bial say it when it comes his turn, okay?
yeah, I think Dr. Pia can probably give us
We have
a
somebody else before him, so we'll go to
okay.
Rohini first.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Ajahn.
Hi, Rohini from the UK. God, it must be cold for you, huh?
Good evening, Ajahn. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Um, I don't have any particular questions, but when I'm not sitting on meditation, I keep chanting either Buddha or Itipiso, but my mind still wonder, is it normal at the beginning or?
Because you're not putting enough emphasis on the chanting, see? Yes. So you have to be more focused with your chanting. Maybe by chanting slowly. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma. This will force you to be more focused.
If I chant slowly, it is more
Yeah.
beneficial.
Well, it will keep you more focused with your chanting, and then the chance for your mind to go think about, I think it will be less. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
If you chant out of habit, then you can be thinking at the same time when you're chanting, while you're chanting.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So yeah, I still continuously I keep chanting, but I still
Try to do it slowly if you find you're thinking about other thing at the same time. Or chant something that needs more concentration, like the 32 parts, for instance,
oh
forward and backward,
okay. Okay, Ajahn.
which requires more concentration.
Hmm.
When you have more concentration, then you're not able to go think about other thing while you chant
Yeah,
something
that must be because ETP, so it is like a
habit. You
it's
already
just habit,
remember.
keep on saying, I think,
Yes.
yeah, and his mind can still
Both
wonder.
thinking about the same time, thinking about other thing at the same time.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, so try to do it slowly at first, to force your mind to be more concentrated with your chanting.
Okay, I will.
Because you don't need to chant fast. You're not going anywhere with your chanting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You just want to use your chanting to keep your mind busy and not thinking about other things. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can I ask something else?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, does Ajahn goes up in the path at the weekend to the village?
Yes, every day. I go
Every
on,
day.
except if I'm sick or unable to. But if I'm normal, if I go every day, every morning.
Oh, because I asked because I'm planning to come again to the same hotel just next year, next
Yes, yes.
few months time.
Okay, yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
I'm thinking of bringing my sister. She's in Sri Lanka, so I have another sister here passed away, but the other sister is in Sri Lanka, so I'm thinking of coming there.
Okay, good. I'll
Okay,
see you
for that.
then. All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next,
Thank
Dr.
you.
PL and Dr. Indira. Okay, you want to comment on the Dana thing that Chet
Good evening.
mentioned?
Good evening. Yeah, it's in the Singalovada Sutta. Buddha talks about four ways to divide your wealth in four different ways. One is to consumption. Second one is for investment. There's two parts for investment. The last part um, is for future use in emergency or something. Keep something. I guess there's no banks those days, so keep for emergency. So in the commentary, the footnote says the first part is the one for consumption is a part of your using padana. But I believe the second part, the investment part, I think is more appropriate because when you're giving dana, it's an investment for now and for the future. So you need two parts for investment and the last part for in case of emergency. So that's how the sutra talks about description of four parts. Singalovada Sutta.
Okay. So do it, that's all.
Yeah.
But I think knowing Buddha, how generous he was, I'm sure the two parts he must have said, the way he said investment would be for dana.
Dana, yeah. Because
for him, he gave away 100%.
Everything, yes.
And he became a
everything.
monk.
Exactly. For
Once
somebody who
you, once you became a monk, then you don't need to have any money.
Yeah, according to him, the wealth is one of the wealth is the dana. Dana is generosity is a wealth. Sila is a wealth. Saddha, sila, sutta, tyaga, prajna. Those are like wealth. When you talk about the wealth in Buddhism, is those are the five wealths Buddha talks about, not the money, the physical money. That's a wealth in real wealth.
Okay.
So
How are you?
Okay. I was just gonna say, does that answer your question? Check. Okay.
Yeah, and also when we talk about the impermanence, I think there are a couple of metaphors. It's in what's called Nanda Kovada Sutta. Buddha, I think that's one of the disciples talk about. Like say somebody says the shade of a tree is permanent. How can you say that? Because if the branches are impermanent, the bark is impermanent, the leaves are impermanent. This unlikely, impossible for the shade to be permanent. So if the conditions which cause something are impermanent, the final result has to be impermanent. Just like that, the second example is like the lamp. If somebody says the light of the lamp is permanent, can you say that? Because no, you can't, because the oil is impermanent, the wick is impermanent. So everything else conditions that arise to have this light from the lamp is impermanent. The final result cannot be permanent.
That's right. Everything is impermanent.
Yes.
Yeah.
All conditioned things are impermanent.
Condition.
Sabbe sankhara anicca.
Mm.
And all dhammas are anatta.
Yeah.
Yes. And he stands for it like sweet.
Yeah.
Hair of the head is
I just have to
anicca.
touch
Hair
here
of the
and
head.
then you know. The other thing I think last time also touched on this. It's a way like an algorithm Buddha asked is rupa. So starting the five aggregates is the feeling form is permanent or impermanent. Then the monk says it's impermanent because it obviously made out of the four elements. So if it's impermanent, is it happiness or sadness or suffering? Monk said, oh, it is impermanent, it is suffering. If it's suffering, impermanent and subject to change, is it wise to call it, or is it fit to call it self? Monk said, no, it's not fit to call itself. So it's going through logical pathway down. It's like a more pragmatic logic, I think Thanisara caused, rather than a deductive logic to arrive at not self. So Buddha never said there is a self or there is no self. Then again, he said in Kachanagata Sutra, you get to two extremes. So if there is no self, then what's the point? There's no karma, you can do anything. So if there's a self, then you get caught to this sakayaditi. So it's whatever the conditions, it arises and it creates the illusion of self. So that we get caught to that because of the craving. So craving is the key, I guess, at the end of the day.
Mm. Craving is the cause of suffering.
Always.
So if you want, like, say, daily, day-to-day work, you want to look for your mind goes somewhere, say, you want to check your phone, you want to check the internet, you want to check the Facebook. So it is that craving which drives you. There's a mind is saying, okay, look for it, looking for some entertainment. That's a mind runs towards your entertainment? Like, because mind, mind is still is not fun. So you are looking for something, a change all the time.
To feed.
Feed. Is it?
Craving,
That's what.
see. It's craving that causes the mind to go after things. And the things that you go after never give you satisfaction.
That's true.
So you keep changing. You get this, then you want something else. And no matter how much you get accumulated, you're still hungry for more. You still crave for more.
That's true.
So even something happy, like if you eat something, it won't last forever. Like it's just a momentary only. But you're hoping that it lasts forever, the taste, but it won't.
It
Because
doesn't. That's
it's
why
going
you
to
have
change.
to. That's why you have to keep going after new things all the time.
So it's say if it's changing, like something bitter, if it's changing, it's good. You find okay, that's okay. Something you bite and something bitter, or it's going to. But again, that also won't last, right? That's good in a way. It doesn't last. something sweet. You want to have it forever.
If you have it forever, you'll get tired of it. You'll get sick of it.
Oh, you get sick.
And you want something else.
More
Something
chocolates.
different all the time.
Other political situation.
She has a question.
No, I don't have questions. I just told him. I said the political situation in Sri Lanka.
Not the political situation. It is the storm. Like it's really devastating the whole island. There's so many people dying and the lack of food and everything else. So there's a big thing about whether it was approached properly. I mean, nobody's perfect, right? So,
but nobody can stop storms.
No, you cannot stop the storm, but you can only respond to the storm properly. That's wisdom. I mean, you can't stop everyone from dying, but at least you can minimize the death toll by if you act properly earlier on. Just say the storm is coming, warning is here, get out of the place. At least 10 people will die, maybe 3 people will die, maybe 7 can get out. That's my point in this.
No, because he's always going at it. But I just told him, Ajaan, we don't know because this is the worst storm that happened in Sri Lanka. So maybe people didn't know how to react to it, So it's sad that it happened. All we can do is to help now. That's all.
For sure. That's for sure.
Yes, that's what charity is there for you to do.
Exactly, exactly.
Lots of charities are working at the, I think, yes. And we also contributed.
Yeah,
big-
thank you so much,
Thank you so
Anna.
much.
It's always such a pleasure, and
Pleasure.
we learn so much.
So wise.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for
Thank
your contribution. It's
You're
always
welcome.
useful.
Thank you.
And please take care of yourself too, here on
Okay.
Saturday.
Till we see you next, I mean, live.
Okay, Anita, you don't know what's going to happen next.
Next year we'll come and see you for real. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll go to Sri Lanka now, to Samanji. Hi, Samanji. Any question tonight?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi, Ajaan. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. I have a couple of questions, and one is related to Sri Lanka's floods, actually, which has caused so many deaths. I would like to know, Tanajan, when people die in the same place in hundreds or maybe in thousands, have they done a collective karma to face such a sad plight as to die in the same place in hundreds? Is it due to a past karma that such things happen?
Well, I don't know. To, to tell you the truth, I only know that the reason why we die is because we have birth.
Okay.
Once you take birth, then you die. Doesn't matter how you die, but in the end, you die. So if you don't want to have any birth, any death, then don't have any birth. Don't take birth again.
Okay. But these are sudden deaths, like sort of premature deaths, like natural.
Well, it doesn't matter what kind of death. It's still the same. Death is death. Natural death and natural death still the same thing.
Okay, Tanaja. Okay. Thank you for your answer. My next question is, Tanaja, does the mind of the Buddha continue to exist in the universe after parinirvana?
Every mind continue to exist. You, your mind, my mind, the Buddha's mind. They all don't die. They all continue to exist. Exist in a different way. The Buddha exists with supreme happiness, while our mind exists with supreme suffering. That's all. That's the difference.
Tanajan, I have a question now. I have read that parinirvana is I think Buddha had compared parinirvana is similar to a candle being extinguished. And that means like after attaining parinirvana, we don't know where the mind goes. And and then can we say that the Buddha's mind exists?
No, that when you use the lamp example, what things that don't exist is suffering in the mind of the Buddha.
Okay, Tanajan.
The,
I'm
the
sorry,
mind
I didn't.
the mind continue to exist, like the lamp continue to exist without the light. We have the lamp still, right? Even if the light disappear from the lamp, but the lamp will still remain. So it's the mind.
Yeah.
The mind, the parinibbana mind is the mind that have extinguished all suffering. That's what it means. No suffering, no dukkha. But the mind still exists. With the mind without dukkha still exists. Just like the mind with dukkha still exists also, like your mind and my mind. Our mind still have dukkha. But the Buddhas and the Arahant mind don't have any dukkha. That's only the difference. But their mind and our mind still continue to exist.
Okay, Tanajan. And Tanajan, if Buddha's mind still exists, can an arahant who can go to jhanas, can an arahant speak with the Buddha or have conversation with the Buddha?
Well, from what I heard, Ajahn Man said he had Buddha came and talk to him also in his meditation.
Okay.
Yeah, past Buddhas came and talked to him, teach him Dhamma in his meditation, in his jhana.
Okay, Tanajan. Okay,
But
thank you.
these are not important question to know, really. It doesn't change your problem, doesn't solve your problem. What you need to have, what you need to know is the three characteristics of existence. This will solve your problem. If you see everything as anicca, dukkha, anatta, then you let go of everything. Then you will have no problem. You have no suffering. Doesn't matter whether the Buddha's mind continue to exist or not. This doesn't change anything. So some of the knowledge is not important to know. Only know the three characteristics. That's all you need to know. Do you know the three characteristics?
Anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Tanajan, thank you for your answer. And my next question is, what can we do to forget past incidents that make us sad or angry?
Don't
How
think
can we
about it.
forgive? Yeah,
Don't think about it
but it's difficult not to think about
because
those. And
because
how can,
you don't have mindfulness. See? So you need to practice mindfulness. Once you have mindfulness, you can stop all thinking anytime you want to.
it's the same thing with, I'm wondering how can we forgive the people involved or let go of those events? How can,
Forgiving is more for the living than the dead.
okay.
So just when you're facing somebody you hate, then you should forgive that person and don't hate that person anymore. But the day that it doesn't matter whether you forgive or not forgive. It doesn't have any effect on you anymore.
We are focusing on people whom we don't like means we give importance to them and
Because because our anger or our hatred is causing us the suffering. See, we're doing it for ourselves. When we forgive somebody, we're not doing it for that person. We're doing it for ourselves.
okay, Tanajan.
Because when we're angry, we suffer, right? We feel bad. But when we forgive, then we lose the anger, and then we feel good for forgiving.
Okay, Tanajan. Thank you for your answer. And my next question is, in this world, the number of Buddhists is relatively small compared to other religions. Does this mean that most people have not yet understood the truth? Or could they simply have different perspectives and arguments?
Well, because they're not exposed to Buddhism, so they don't know Buddhism.
Okay.
You're exposed to Buddhism because you're born in a Buddhist country, usually. Except for a few people who live outside of Buddhist country, but happen to study the teaching of the Buddha, and they know Buddhism, and then they might believe in Buddhism that way. So it's a matter of exposure to Buddhism. How many people are exposed to Buddhism? That makes
That means
that,
only a few. Sorry.
you know,
That means only a few are
that's because people are not exposed to Buddhism. See, those people are exposed to some other religion. It depends on where you were born, right? If you're born in a Buddhist country, then you're exposed to Buddhism, so you become a Buddhist usually, naturally. If you're born in a Christian country, you're exposed to Christianity, and you become a Christian.
okay. And we now, as Buddhists, we think what we practice and what we believe is the truth. Similarly, those who belong to other religions think that what they practice and what they believe is the truth.
Yes, but belief doesn't is the one that decide what is true or not, what is not true. See, you can be believing something that is not true also.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. Tanajan. Yeah. My last question is related to meditation, Tanajan. During meditation, how can we observe bodily pain such as leg pain or a headache without reacting to it?
It depends on your mindfulness, how strong it is. If you have strong mindfulness, you can ignore the pain by focusing on your attention on your meditation object. But if you don't have strong mindfulness, then the pain will distract your concentration. And so when you're distracted, then you can no longer withstand the pain. So you need to develop strong mindfulness in order to be able to overcome the pain.
Okay. Sometimes when the bodily pain is heavy, we can't concentrate on meditation, especially if you are a beginner, Tanajan.
That's right. So you need to practice more. As you practice, you will keep advancing and your mindfulness will become stronger and stronger. And then eventually you will be able to withstand the pain. It's like running marathon. You don't start by running the marathon, the whole length of the marathon, do you? You start from 1 kilometer then you add it to 2 or 3, 4, and keep on adding on it. And eventually you'll be able to run the whole length of the marathon. Same way with mindfulness. You keep developing more mindfulness, more mindfulness, then the stronger your mind will be, stronger concentration. Then with stronger concentration, then you'll be able to ignore the painful feeling. The painful feeling will not disturb your mind.
Okay, Tanajan. Thank you for your answer. And that's all I have for today, Tanajan. So
Oh.
nice talking to you.
Yeah, nice
Wish
talking to you too.
a good day.
I hope you
Thank
have
you.
more questions to ask me next time.
Please. Sure, Tanajan.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
See you again. Next, Belinda from Singapore.
Namaskar, Ajahn.
Okay.
I don't quite understand about anatta.
Well, you compare, ask yourself, is the fan atta or anatta? The fan in your room. Or the light in your room, is it atta or anatta? Is there a cell in the light in your room or not? The light bulb.
No.
Okay. So same way, is there a cell in your hair or not?
No.
Huh?
No.
No. No cell in your hair. No cell in
That's-
any part of your body, right?
There's a attach. It's habit.
That's delusion, see. Delusion to claim the body it has a self. There's no self in the body if you break down all the parts.
Mm.
Is the hair a self? No. Is the nail a self? Is the teeth a self? No. There's no self in any part of the body. So when you break it down, then you can see the truth that there is no self in the body. The body is just like a light bulb in your room, or like the refrigerator in your room. There's no self in any of these things, right? So this is what you have to do to teach your mind that there's no self in the body. By going through the 32 parts. Hair of the head, is there a self in the hair of the head? No. Hair of the body? No. Nail? No. Teeth? No. Skin? Flesh? Bone? Skeleton? Ask yourself all these parts. Is there a self in them or not? Eventually you find the answer. There's no self in this body. Hey, I become enlightened already, see. So simple. Why cannot you do it?
Like deluded, when we are deluded or like having cravings, Ajahn.
Yes, you have craving for life. See. You want to keep the body going.
And then
You,
there's
you want to live. You want the body to live forever. When you think it is yourself, right? Because you don't want to die.
Yeah.
But can you stop the body from dying or not? You cannot, because the body is anicca, impermanent. So what? It's not yourself anyway. Once you break it down into 32 parts, then you can come to the conclusion that this body is not me. There's no me in this body. So why should I be afraid of losing this body? Okay? Try to do this. Try to convince yourself that there's no self in you. There's no you in this body. You are not the body. You're the mind. You're the user of the body.
That's then like when I watch craving, like when the craving take over, the killings start to take over. Sometimes I just like I watch entertainment and just aware that I'm doing it. Because when I try to do it, there is still momentum or like there's this resistance, and then the more it may be temporarily, and then it come back like double manifold. So sometimes I just let it go and then just watch until I get bored, and then it just stops. It just automatically stops without having to like
It just stops temporarily. Then the next day you crave for more again.
or if I got bored, then I maybe crave for something else again.
Yeah, you keep craving for something else all the time.
It's so difficult to look into the mind. Yeah, maybe that subconscious fear of losing the sense of me.
You need mindfulness to look into the mind. So you practice mindfulness and jhana. Once you get to jhana, then you'll start to see the mind clearly. Okay.
Okay, Danjan, thank you.
All right, we'll go to Professor Ken. Came in last. Actually, you came in early on, but you keep keep going out.
Good evening, Ajaan. I keep losing the connection. It's very unstable. So I'll just say hello while the going is good.
Yeah, by the way, Professor Ken is visiting Thailand right now. And you're going to be here for a few weeks, right? Meditating?
That's correct, Ajaan. I was happy to see you this morning in Wat Yam.
Yes, on the arms round.
Yes, on a little chat after the meal in the sala. Thank you very much for your kindness, Ajaan.
You have nothing to say
No,
to anybody in the room?
anyone in the room? I'm not sure. Hello, everyone, and it's nice.
Okay. Will I still see you tomorrow, or will you still be in the hotel where you were this morning? You freeze again, I think. Yeah. Maybe the signal is so good. Can you hear me?
I'm back. Sorry, Ajaan. It keeps freezing, so I think you should just carry on.
Okay. Nothing. I just asked you, will I still see you tomorrow in the morning?
I'll see you in the Pintapat tomorrow, Ajaan.
Okay. And you'll be here for a few days before you go away to...
Going to Northeast, to Konkan at the weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And hope to stay there for a few weeks, huh?
I'll be staying there for a few weeks to practice. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I hope you find the right place for you and find fruitful in your practice.
Thank you, Ajaan.
Okay. You have any question?
No questions. I'll just let you go on because this thing keeps freezing up.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, Ajaan.
Actually, we're running out of time already, but we have more questions from Kun Jup, right? Jup?
กราบนมัสการท่านอาจารย์ค่ะ We have 3 questions and they're all from Facebook. The first question is from Lee Tekwa. Hi, ท่านอาจารย์ Question 1. How do we know whether we have entered jhana or not in our meditation practice?
Well, Actually, you should know if you enter into jhana because your mind becomes still and you feel so content, so happy that you have never experienced this type of experience before.
The second question, if we can never enter jhana this lifetime, does it mean we have no hope of becoming a sotapanna or even enlightened this lifetime?
Well, you shouldn't ask this question. You should say, I will be able to enter the jhana this lifetime and I will become enlightened.
The next question, the last question, is from Ricardo. Hi, Tanajan. Nice to see you again. After 5 days of being at Cheon Mountain, my mind has changed. The mind now knows and it's aware where it is almost all the time. Question, do you consider that Cheon is a holy place? The practice of monks and lay people, can that make it a holy mountain? Deep gratitude, Tanajan.
A mountain is just a mountain, really. It's not holy or not unholy, but it's a conducive place for meditation development because you need a quiet environment away from all the distraction of the sensual pleasures. That's all. But it's not holy or anything like that. It's just a mountain. But if you want to describe it as holy, that's up to you. Okay? Is that all?
That is all, Ka.
All right, that's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful to you and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful all the time, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Thank you, Sadhu.
Thank you,
Thank you, Tanajan.
Thank you, Tanajan.
Thank you, Amy. Good night.
Bye-bye.